Morning all. Second morning, or full day ahead of me today. Got to Doolin here yesterday, down at Nagles Camp Site, and great first day. Something I love about this area: the Wild Atlantic Way, the ocean, the sea, waves crashing. I got a photograph of the Doolin ferry heading off to the Aran Islands. Holy shit, I wouldn't have liked to have been on it. It literally went up over a wave, face down, and the next wave came over and completely covered the whole front of it. So yeah, I hope there's nobody sitting outside of it. Oh, first things first, coffee. That's how you start the day. What is it? 9:15 in the morning. I'm up since 6:30, 7 o'clock. I'll turn the camera around now in a second. You'll hear a bit of humming on here in the background. That's my breakfast is on. Stupid me. I'm normally very, very, very prepared. But I thought I had cleaned the air fryer before I had left, or after my last journey. I didn't, so I took it out there now and it was a bit greasy, so I had to wash it. But I didn't mind. This is giving me now the wild camping sort of goo to go away somewhere now. I know I'm on a campsite, which is great. I'm plugged into the electricity here. It's Nagles, it's Doolin, €35 for the night, including your hookup. But I'll be honest with you, it's well worth it. The view, the pubs up the road. I was in O'Connor's last night. I went to McDermott's first, and I had food there. You couldn't get into McGann's. I'll do that later on. So I ended up in O'Connor's and stayed there for a few hours, and it was packed. I mean, absolutely packed. So you're not short of entertainment. The toilets here are spotless. I will bring the camera around. It's pissing out of heavens at the moment. Hence, that's why I'll do the breakfast now. I'll take a photograph of my sausage and rasher bap, or bread roll in this case. And of course, coffee. The fact that I'm plugged into their electricity, my 16 amp lead, I've got two 13 amp sockets in the van. So you're not short of electricity. I do have a power bank when I'm off site, and that will run the kettle, but it won't run the air fryer. I might try and find an air fryer that's under 1,000 watts, and that might do the power bank, my portable power bank, because then, yeah, look, I can go and come as I please. So at the moment, I have my laptop open. I'm going to get my camera, as you can see here, and take all the clips off it, plus from this DJI. There's my air fryer on in the background here, a couple of rashers in the tub there. I'm going to throw in there now in a second. The rolls and bread are in the fridge. As soon as the air fryer has my breakfast ready, off I go. So, I'd normally drive around the block and I'd normally waste diesel. Go and try and do something different today. I will go for a drive, but I mightn't go too far. I might just kind of chill. This is what I'm meant to be doing. So, yeah. Oh, I did throw something up there on Facebook, and I don't know how this is done or how I tag it or whatever else, but I just met a lovely couple from Charlie and me. I've been following their YouTube channel now for probably 2 or 3 years, since I started doing this camping, because Aaron, in fairness to him, Aaron is the driver, Deirdre is the missus, Charlie is the dog. So I met Charlie sitting on Aaron's lap this morning. In fairness to them, when I parked in here yesterday, I didn't know they were here. And I went to the loo and I was walking back and I seen Charlie and me on the back of his camper, and I went, geez, no, it couldn't be. So I sent him a message to tell him I was stalking him. So he sent me a message back saying, stalk away. So in fairness, when I was up this morning, had the bed put back the way it was, back into the chair position, they were driving off, but they could have easily driven off a shorter route out of the way. They didn't. They drove out past the nose of my van. So I opened the side door, hopped out. He stopped, gave me a handshake, and I had a great old chat with him. Got a couple of stickers, a pen. Got to scratch Charlie's head. It was a lovely dog now in fairness. But what a fabulous couple. Honest to God, they're just honest people. So hopefully, yeah, I'll bump into them at some other stage. So plug for them. Watch their channel. It's very good, very informative. That's where I got a lot of ideas from. So on that note, as I said, I'll throw a bit of Irish in here, i.e. good agat. And maybe I'll start doing my YouTube on the laptop now, since it's pissing rain. Who knows? Bye. Morning again. I'm going out for a spin. I went down to the pier. I got a few photographs. The waves are mental, and I mean mental. I've just come through the village and I'm on the little shortcut road to bring me up past Doolin Castle. You'll see that now. Well, you might see it now in a second. It's very hazy. I'm just taking my time here because I'm looking around the scenery. Over to my right hand side, you can't see it, is the walk to the Cliffs of Moher. Now it's closed at the moment. I cycled it up to a little old house up there. I'll find an old photograph in my archive and stick it here on this. And you could cycle so far and then you had to stop regardless. So I never got any further than that. Anyway, but as far as I know, yeah, there's no walking from here to the Cliffs of Moher anymore. One, I know it's dangerous, so maybe they're doing it up, I'm not sure. So I have the other camera on here on hyperlapse, and I'm at the bottom of the Doolin Castle. Quite a cool little spot. Actually, the roof looks like it's after getting some sort of battering. Oh, looks in bits. Anyway, I'll have a closer look at that later on. The road here is mental. You'll see now in a second, you buy the clip from the camera on the windscreen. I brought my brothers up this a couple of years ago. I'm used to the road. I'm in an automatic. I'm not worried about gears. It's brilliant. But I brought the brothers up and they shit themselves. They wouldn't be used to the roads that I drive on now by any standards. I love these roads. I love back roads, side roads, anywhere that has a bit of crack and adventure. I have a photograph of my motorcycle, the Harley, sitting just up here on the left, and a photograph of the Doolin Castle in the background, which is cool as well. Yeah, it's a bit of a steep hill, all right. Anyway, so shortly I'm going to hit a T-junction. I turn right. I'm on the main road heading for Cliffs of Moher, Liscannor and Lahinch. I may just go out for a spin. I'm not going to go out all day. I'd normally drive around and go far places and whatever else. I'm going to start to chill out a little bit more. I'm not going to sit in the van now all day. I did have my breakfast. If I haven't showed you the photograph of that yet, I'll throw it up here shortly. I downloaded the photographs and waffle clips from the DJI cameras onto the laptop. I bring that with me. My laptop acts as my movie night entertainment. Throw an old video onto that. And emptying the chips from my cameras and my photographs so I don't lose them. The view here is just spectacular. Now, when I say spectacular, it's very hazy. You can't see heck all. I do have photographs, maybe I'll throw them up on this again, as I just said a minute ago, of the sun splitting the rocks here, and the scenery, the view is just crazy. So I'm going to make up today as I go. I have no set plans. I will, however, get to McGann's later on because I didn't get in there last night. It was packed. I have 3 stones, one for each pub, McGann's, O'Connor's and McDermott's. Hopefully I'll ditch them there today. I'm not looking at them for them, it's just I do them for sport, for crack, whatever. Give me something to do in the evening times after work. So until the next wee clip, or waffle, or shite talk, I'll chat to you in a wee bit. Go to my Well, I did say I was making this up as I go along. So, holy shit. I'm just pulling into Lahinch. Maybe I shouldn't have because it's absolutely jammers. You'll see by the camera on the windscreen here. Now I know it's in double speed, but you'll still see how busy it is. Yeah, as I said, I'm making it up as I go along. I went out to a little spot where I pick up a couple of little stones for my artwork. So did that. Got stuck in traffic jams, road works, all kinds of bits and pieces. On the way back then I remembered Euro Millions for the night, and to be honest with you, the nearest shop is, or at least I knew where I could get a shop, park up, is in Lahinch. So I stopped there, did the Euro Millions. Fingers crossed, might have to ring and work or go to work on Wednesday. We wish. So while I was there, I picked up a couple of sausages, and I'm driving down the pier now. I'm going to pull in now in a second. I'm going to eat me sausages, one or maybe one or two photographs. There's a guy out there kite surfing, so I might get a photograph of him now or not, I'm not sure. So yeah, parked up. Listen. Well, you mightn't actually hear it, but to see. What I'll do is, actually, before I eat my sausages, I'll bring you for just one quick walk. Excuse me. So I'll take the camera off the holder on the window. It's a great system, this, the DJI. They're magnetic and quick release. It's brilliant. I just have to click this little holder on here, my little selfie stick or whatever you might call it. Yeah, I'll do one quick gander with the old C. I know you've seen it before, but feck it, what the heck. Up the far end of the town, obviously I passed it earlier on. I'm not going to stick any videos of it up. There's a whole lot of people in high-vis, dozens and dozens of people in high-vis. I think I saw something on Facebook this morning that there's a missing chap and they're looking for him in Lahinch. So yeah, I'd say it's a bit of a rescue team. There's one of the sea defences, civil defences vans behind me, 2 up the road, and yeah, a shitload of people in high-vis. So shocking. Hopefully nothing too sinister. Oh, damn it is. In case you weren't aware of it. Oh. Right, I'll turn the camera around now. It is very windy. Maybe you'll hear me, maybe you won't.